Alright guys, BLM here, we're back with more Batman Telltale. Continuing on with episode 3. So let's go,
I always wondered why you had a table that could hide itself. Guess it's coming in pretty handy now.
Trust me.
that was a necessary thing to say.
Much more paranoia than precaution.
God, I love fucking Dave Fennoy's voice. I really love his voice. He also plays Lucius on
activated on the underside.
Arkham, in Arkham Knight, I believe.
It remotely with your
Which I believe Arkham Knight came out before this.
Nice.
Be careful. Those things pack a serious punch.
Yeah. I forgot, is he in City? I don't think he is. He actually? I don't remember. I know at least he's a knight.
What's this?
Something I'm still working on. Some new armament to assist
then
you
he
in the field.
continue on to play him here.
There's only so much you can do on your own. But it's not really ready yet.
Which I think we do use that later, don't we? I think that is a thing of foreshadowing.
You've been busy, haven't you, Lucius? Not sure I'll ever get the first one back from Selena.
Wonder if that's the only thing she stole.
Okay. Okay. Is that it?
So, anything new?
This is gonna take some time. Don't worry. I'll let you know when I find something.
What are we missing here? So we spent the entire last episode talking about movies and the stuff that I recently got. So here we're actually gonna focus on the game, I think.
Looks like Regina's headed to my office. I should go.
And before you do... Here. Get that back to the Bat computer. It'll install the added security measures. You'll also have all the info I found on the Children of Arkham's activity within the system.
Thanks, Lucius.
I've always got your back, Batman. Now get out of here. Regina doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Oh my god, that looks so bad. Like animation-wise. Oh, whatever. Here we go. So we're, this episode's probably the halfway mark of the Let's Play, of this Let's Play. So we're, after this we'll be halfway through this episode, which is the middle episode, obviously. Oh yeah, today was Cyber Monday. I didn't pick up anything. There were some good deals though. There were actually some decent deals. There was that ridiculous PS4 deal, 1 terabyte PS4 with Red Dead Redemption 2 and an extra controller, which is a ridiculous deal. I did not get it, but that is a ridiculous deal. I believe it was sold out before I even figured out about it anyway. But still, actually, I believe it's sold out. Well, either way, yeah, I mean, yeah, sold out either way.
Step
so.
down from your position as CEO, effective immediately. At least until this whole mess gets cleaned up.
I get it. My name isn't great for business lately.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
It's not your fault.
I asked to slow all this down, but the press release is going out as we speak. There will be a public event in the morning where you will formally announce your resignation. I'm sorry, Bruce.
Isn't that the end of the episode? What happens in between this and the end? Listen, we still have about an hour left, I think, if not more.
Where they're coming from.
I really appreciate you.
This is actually, I think, the longest episode. This is like a 2-hour episode.
Our stock is tanking. The board is losing confidence.
Yeah, we're only 30 minutes into it, so yeah. What else is there?
They already had a candidate.
Oh yeah, the Oswald. I forgot about that. Spoiler. Sorry.
I was outvoted. Remember, he'd only be interim CEO, just until this mess gets cleared up.
And who would that be?
What?
Oswald Cobblepot.
Yeah, why?
Oh boy, good to see you again.
We'll hug him. Why not?
As you know, Oswald's parents were, well, victims of your father's actions. This company was built on the land he stole from the Cobblepot family.
Well, the board thought having me
And again, wasn't he like a former criminal and all this? Like, how come he just all of a sudden now is like getting this position as a... Obviously, it's probably like corrupted shit and everything, so it's dumb.
People aren't much behind the Wayne name now. And considering that your parents stole from mine...
I hear you've been keeping yourself pretty busy, Oswald. You sure you can handle this? I mean, wasn't there a revolution that you had to handle?
I'm a brilliant multitasker.
The board has complete confidence in Mr. Cobblepot. As his resume goes into great
Why?
detail, his endeavors in England have been quite successful. Besides, the company basically runs itself at this point. The CEO is mostly a figurehead. Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Well, then I guess congratulations are in order. It's nice to know you'll be the one trapped in this tiny office all day.
Oh, I'm sure it's bigger than it looks.
I'm afraid we need you to leave the building immediately. We'll have your personal effects.
Yeah, Target had like a 15% off sale, everything online. They had that last year as well. Last year I did pick up a couple Blu-rays. I think that's why I picked up the gift
Bruce.
and
I
something
couldn't be
else.
prouder of you.
But yeah, this year there's nothing I really needed. I feel like they did still have. Well, it's kind of irritating is that they did have some Black Friday deals on there. Still, so it's like I don't remember if Monster Hunter World was there, but either way, like there were games that I could have picked up for cheaper than I did pick them up for on Black Friday. But it is what it is.
It'll only take a minute.
Whatever.
Oh, Bruce and I can handle it. No trouble.
Apologies.
Also, there was like a weird glitch with Best Buy too, where like their games were like priced like for a little bit, for like not too long, but their games and their products were like accidentally priced as the amount of the price drop instead of their actual sale price. That led to some interesting things where like a whole bunch of games were like $5 and whatever else.
I think that maybe I'm at a fish tank.
You're not getting away with this. I'll make sure of it.
Oh, is that a threat? I'm terrified.
I don't need to threaten you.
This way, Bruce.
So, yeah, that was interesting. I didn't pick up anything up, and to be honest, I don't think, obviously, I don't think that anyone actually got those things for that price, those prices.
Thank you so much,
but still, it's interesting that it happened. Okay. Yeah, certain Black Friday deals are essentially still going on, like the same deals from Black Friday just going on now for Cyber Monday. Like Best Buy pretty much has a restock on everything they had.
Did anyone find out what's down there, Bruce?
So yeah, this Black Friday was definitely it was definitely a much better Black Friday in terms of.
Keep an eye on things while I'm gone.
I don't know.
Well, thanks, Lucius.
I need to know there's someone I can trust on the inside.
This Black Friday was definitely better in terms of
I've always been here for you, not them.
like games being on stock and everything. Like definitely, it seems like less things sold out, and like when things did sell out, they were back like within a day or so. So that was interesting. Because again, last Black Friday, it was very frustrating that a lot of games kept on.
Do what information I can, but I can't risk Cobblepot finding out what I'm up to.
Come work with me.
Come work for me. It won't be what you have here, but at least we can keep pace on the new bat tech.
I'll go and gather what I can from the lab.
Thanks, Lucius.
Keep that drive safe.
So, what was I talking about? Whatever. Who gives a shit at this point?
on the issue at a press event tomorrow morning, where we'll learn more about his decision to step down. More on that in a moment.
I still can't believe it.
Which part?
I wish life were easier for you, Bruce. It's just one thing after another.
That's why I'm glad I have you, Al.
Always.
With the children of Arkham accessing Wayne Tech, I have to figure out what their next move is.
Okay, so we're back to this sort of thing. Fuck it, let's just go straight for it.
Bring up a searchable network of all possible electronic traffic related to Wayne Enterprises. If the children of Arkham are in our system, all of this is potentially accessible.
All of this?
Lucius was very thorough. It means that they could have eyes and ears into almost everything in Gotham. Just like Batman. They had access to the GCBD, we know that. The real question is, what else they'd be interested in. Filter for possible targets based on known Children of Arkham activity.
Oh, we're actually in game. Okay. Frame rate's really bad.
Wonder if they've cleared out all the Wayne Tech.
Darksiders 3 comes out tomorrow, right? It's getting pretty mediocre reviews. Again, I recently played Darksiders 1 and 2 on recently, as in like 5 months ago. But like I played Darksiders 1 and 2 on the channel earlier this year, and those were interesting. Again, I never like Darksiders 1 I had played a long time ago, but I never played Darksiders 2. So those were interesting. To be honest, I didn't have a lot of fun, to be honest, with those.
One less problem to deal with.
I feel like Darksiders 1 was fine, but I feel like doing Darksiders 2 back to back, I feel like that was a bit too much. I feel like it got to wait, especially because Darksiders 2 was also pretty difficult. Even Darksiders 1 was relatively difficult at points, but Darksiders 2 was like really fucking difficult at certain points, and that was very frustrating as well.
These date back decades.
And from the looks of it, I've read a few reviews and everything of Darksiders 3. It seems like it's less like I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's something for me. I think maybe eventually if it drops down in price to like $15 down the road, I think I'll maybe pick it up then. But I just don't feel like I feel like they've gone further in that direction. Again, Darksiders 1 was more of like a God of War sort of clone. Again, it was difficult at certain points, but it was overall fine. It kind of got more RPG-y in Darksiders 2, which is fine, but again, it became very it became pretty difficult in Darksiders 2, and now with Darksiders 3, it sounds like they're turning it more into like they're like essentially doing the same thing, but like adding in like a Dark Souls sort of element to it, where it's like it's even more difficult, and it's like, I don't know.
Just let me know when it happens. The children of Arkham aren't going to wait on us. I suppose I can understand the truth of that.
Harvey has no idea. It's impossible to tell if the children of Arkham have access to this, but if they do, any action he takes against them, they'll see coming.
Are you done here, sir?
Yeah.
I've seen enough. I have to go warn Harvey. Keep an eye on this outfit, and have Lucius look into it as well. We need to find a way to lock them out.
Very good, sir.
I find it funny, like, whenever reading, like, posts on Survivor Reddit where people talk about, like, oh, this person would have won, when it's like, they wouldn't have. Like, a lot, I mean, like, I think the biggest example of this is, like, oh, Chrissy should have won, whatever. It's like, Chrissy was
back,
never
Miss
winning
Lynn.
that season. Like,
can roll on in.
and again, like now Joe Mena's come out and said, "Oh my God, I was gonna
Yes,
vote for Chrissy," but there's no fucking way he was gonna vote for Chrissy. He even said like right after the season, "I would have voted for Ryan." I think he said, but it's like now he's switching his
Harvey?
fucking thing and saying, "Oh my God, I would have voted for Chrissy." Oh my God,
a seat, I'll be
but it's
right
like
out.
no, that was never fucking happening, motherfucker. You're changing your story.
I never got a chance to congratulate you. It was quite the acceptance speech.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I know you weren't thrilled about me getting back out there so soon. I'm glad I didn't listen to you.
Well, it's as good as it's gonna get. You know, Bruce, I've been looking forward to this my entire career. The day Harvey Dent takes his official portrait as mayor of Gotham. And he looks like this.
Glad you survived the trip up here, Bruce. You want to tell me what's going on? I didn't keep you waiting that long, did I?
Look, don't freak out, but I think the children of Arkham are listening now. You're in danger. They could have tabs on everything that goes on in this office. Who you're talking to, where you're going, everything.
Damn it! God, I knew it. I knew it had to be true. Bastards! They're like cockroaches. Damn it! Those children of Arkham jumped me. God, it's only getting worse. It's out of control. I can't stop it.
I heard Batman showed up to help.
Yeah. The damage is kind of done, though, isn't it? Harvey Dent does everything by the book, to the letter of the law. But that isn't working. Sure it is. He's turning things around. Very slowly. I'd like to see you do better. Watch me. And how are you gonna fix this mess? Simple. Easy. Curfews after dark. Checkpoints at every...
You're doing fine, Harv. Don't...
None of us are doing fine. Sorry. Sorry about that, Bruce. I guess I got a little lost there. I'm probably not getting enough sleep these days.
Look, we're both under a lot of stress right now. We should be able to lean on each other.
Stronger together, right?
It's the only way.
Mr. Dent? The photographer's ready for you.
Thank you, Deborah. I'll be right out. Please, Bruce. Don't tell anyone about this. If anyone finds out or thinks I'm not fit to be mayor...
Your secret's safe with me, Harvey.
Thanks, Bruce. I owe
Has
you.
anything happened in this episode? I feel like nothing's
Again
happened in
and
this
again.
episode. Which is kind of funny because I said earlier that I think episode 3 might be my favorite, but I think in retrospect this is probably the worst episode so far. But
Zero,
whatever.
Bruce.
And to be honest, episode 1 is pretty good though. I think episode 1's pretty good. Episode 2's solid. A little bit short.
An interview with the Children of Arkham's leader.
To be honest, yeah, I do think this is
How
probably
Vicky managed to score that.
a little bit less. Oh, I forgot about this.
Bruce?
Have you seen today's copy of the Gazette?
It just arrived a moment ago. It seems Miss Vale has been talking to some very interesting people. People the Batman would like to find. Do you think she would be willing to help you? She may be the only lead we have on the Children of Arkham's leader. Perhaps she could be persuaded to reveal her source.
Vicky might end up giving Bruce Wayne the runaround. After all, a reporter rarely reveals her source. But an interview with Batman, that might be enough to sway her. I can't afford to waste time with Vicky. Let's offer her a chat with Batman.
Good idea, sir.
Can you scramble the line?
Right away.
Vale,
I saw your story in the Gazette this morning. I want to talk.
who
Who is this?
I'm Batman.
Batman.
I didn't realize that Batman was a fan of my work.
Didn't say I was a fan. Just said I wanted to talk.
I've been meaning to thank you. What you did at the debate.
I'm not sure I would have made it out of there otherwise. I'd say I owe you one.
Meet me at sundown. Cobblepot Park.
Deal.
Yeah, thank God we're reusing this asset. Reusing assets for, obviously because we went here in episode 1. Yeah, like, it just so happens she picks out this place. Like, this fucking creepy fucking place to go to at night.
Strange place to meet.
Wasn't sure you were gonna show.
Which actually, in the, next time on, wasn't this on, like a balcony area?
Nothing's ever this easy.
Whatever.
Especially not when you're a reporter.
I said I'd be here, didn't I?
Good to know. So, Batman, I'll skip the obvious question. The children of Arkham seem to be your latest target. We all know their methods are extreme, but what about their message? Their leader claims that Gotham's elite have been abusing their power, often at the expense of ordinary citizens. For the record, do you think there's any validity to what they're saying? In your opinion?
The children of Arkham have done horrible things. They're a symptom of a larger problem.
The corruption in Gotham.
They exist because they see an injustice.
Sort of like you then.
That's Among Us?
Their message is picking up traction.
Sorry, I'm moving around
Especially
here.
since the interview.
I need to know everything they told you.
Does no one read anymore? It was a lot of posturing and grandiose monologuing, really. We're going to purge the city of corruption, sort of thing. Not great from an investigative standpoint, but the public will eat it up. Part of the job, you know? If that's the only reason you called me, you should really just read it yourself. They aren't trying to hide their motivations.
Gotham needs to know how dangerous the children of Arkham really are. You are hiding the truth.
Huh. My editor says the physical copies
You
are practically
can't.
sold
Oh,
out.
no, you can't.
I'd say the truth is getting out there. It just may not be the side you like. But that's why I'm here. To get the other half I'm missing.
Where did you meet? How did they contact you?
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm not selling out a source. Not even for Batman. The circumstances of that meeting are confidential. Just like this one. I'm sure you wouldn't want me telling everyone how to get a hold of you.
I'm going to need you to be more helpful than that, Miss Vale.
Save the dramatics for those who deserve it. Bruce Wayne would be a good start. I still want to believe he's a good guy too, but with the information
What a
that's
random
surfaced,
thing to bring up, just for the
everyone's
sake
angry.
of like having
Everyone
Bruce
wants
Wayne
him to answer for what his
come
family
up, but
did.
whatever.
Everyone, except for you. Why haven't you gone after him yet? No way he just slipped under your radar. But so far, no action from you against him. No.
Oh no, I pushed the wrong button.
Why is that? Look, I came here to meet you. I didn't have to do that. I don't know if you have some connection with him. Maybe there's more to this story than I realize. But you can't ignore the facts. Whether he intended to or not, his family has been stealing from innocent people for years. So, what are you gonna do about it? What is Batman doing to protect them from Bruce Wayne? The people want to know.
Believe me, I'll make sure Bruce Wayne's debt is repaid.
Gotham will be glad to hear it. Thank you. Good luck with the children of Arkham. I'll be sure your message gets out.
We are not done. We had a deal.
You're right. You upheld your end.
Did I though?
God, I could lose my job for this, but... Here. This is where we met for the interview. Just please, don't tell anyone I gave this to you.
Like, why the fuck would they meet in person for an interview if this was, whatever. You would think that, like, if anything, they would, like, call in or something. Like, why the fuck would a leader of a fucking terrorist group go and, like, call a reporter to say, hey, we should do an interview here? Again, we'll talk about this more later, obviously, but, still, it's still dumb. What happens here? I don't remember this.
Everything's dark, quiet. It's empty.
No sign of the children of Arkham. They may not have gone far. They should be there.
No security, no emergency staff. If Vicky's right, it shouldn't be this quiet.
Be on your guard. I'll continue monitoring the drone feeds from here.
Thanks. Go and have a look around.
Is there an investigation here? I really don't
There's a
remember.
body here. Likely the work of the children of Arkham. I'm gonna look around, see what they've been up to.
Okay.
He's been dead for a while from the looks of it. The officer that was taken from the construction site. Shot in the chest.
How terrible.
There's something else. He was shot dead center. Twice. Executed.
I suppose they no longer had need of a hostage.
This man's veins. They look like Montoya's veins after she was drugged, only they're so much worse. The same drug from the debate.
I feared we hadn't seen the last of it.
There's no puncture mark here. No entry point for an injection.
So, how did it get in his body?
Oh, I do remember this now. Okay.
They've been referencing the map. Whatever they're building must hinge on it somehow. This depot is pretty centrally located. A detonation device, but it's disabled.
They must have intended to hook it up to something.
The timer is set for 27 minutes and 13 seconds.
From now?
The numbers aren't moving. Doesn't seem to be counting down yet. This is how they were timing their route. Alfred, what stations are within a 27-minute train ride from this depot?
Looking into the transportation database now. Sir, there's just one. Mercy Street Station.
It's one of the busiest places in the city. Thousands of people go in and out every hour.
Okay.
These barrels match the shrapnel that I found at the docks.
Right.
Someone's been practicing chemistry.
Sure.
Something spilled here. This is the drug they've been using. Refined. It's the same as the one given to Montoya and Harvey. This solvent increases dermal permeability. Looks like they ran out of the absorbing agent. This train car has been modified.
How do you mean?
Clearly the holding tank. It's empty. For now. Easy access. The train car was raised to make working beneath it easier. They wanted to get this done fast. Looks like some kind of sprinkler system.
Doubtful they're planning to put out fires.
The train car is their delivery system.
Maximum coverage.
Okay, so merge this with the map, I'm thinking, right?
A modified train car is going to be sent to Mercy Street Station.
I think that.
Traces of both chemicals here. The drug is being modified here. They're changing it.
Where is it? Here. Fuck.
They're manufacturing the drug so that it can be absorbed through the skin. The drug. The children of Arkham must have found a way to weaponize it. With a drug that can absorb into skin, it will affect hundreds of people at once. They're loading the modified drug into the tanks on the train cars, dispersing it through the sprinklers. The timers are set to go off just as it rolls in over the crowds.
We aren't prepared to contain something of that scale. Releasing a drug like that in so populated an area would be devastating.
They could infect the entire city if they had enough. Thankfully, there wasn't enough of the chemical to mix with the rest of the stockpile of drugs.
There's a train coming. Take cover.
Alright, you know what? I think we'll end the episode here. Next episode, we'll go ahead and continue on. But for now, thank you for watching.